I don't care if it's a Sunday. I am totally going. It's beer, actually. Sweaty.
That is for you.
Thank you.
And everybody else, welcome to the oldest toy store in San Francisco. Okay. If you would like to draw, especially some of you younger ones,
I want to draw.
you're going to want to sit up in the front so you can see. So come up here, I'll hand you this.
Yeah.
So Daniel, just, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what was kind of the process that you had to, you know, go through to be able to finally get a show on Cartoon Network?
The one thing about learning to storyboard is you learn how to write, you learn how to do kind of everything, and you learn how to almost be a little mini director on a movie, even though you're not the director. So I would say if you guys are ever interested, if you guys are in the art field and you are interested in going into like features or movie or TV, and you guys like to draw, learning story I think is a really important part of that equation, I think. So I would say that definitely was one of the most important things.
How long did you pitch TV show ideas?
A long time. I mean, before Bears I had a pitch even before that, so I've been kind of trying to get my own show for like 6 years before Bears happened. And you know, some of them didn't happen, but I was lucky enough that I think Bears, all the timing of it worked out really well, and plus the experience of failing on quite a few pitches helped a lot. So yeah, it comes into play. So the first thing I like to start from the top down. You know, so let's start with the head. So I draw the head and then the nose. The nice thing about being a story artist too is you learn to draw fast, and you also learn to not make as many mistakes because you don't care how the drawing looks sometimes. So don't worry if the drawing's not perfect. All right, then I like to anchor with the nose and then the eyes. You can already see them starting to coming alive. Give them a mouth, and then we're gonna give them ears. Everyone doing okay?
Looking kind of cute.
All right, now I'm gonna draw an arm, and that's gonna kind of anchor. Let's draw a stomach.
Oh.
All right, now we're gonna get a little tougher. So we're gonna go down to his body, and then a leg. Finish off the body. Draw another leg. Give him little nubs. Give him a tail. Okay. And then draw a little paw here. I think that's him. So, there you go. There's Ice Bear. How'd you guys do? I see.
Pretty good.
Nice. Oh man, those look pretty good. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, you want to go again?
Yeah.
We'll do Grizz now.
Yeah.
So,
Spirit
a lot of the
Thunder
same
thighs.
ideas. I'm probably just going to put them in different pose. But one of the ideas behind like the way that I always pose them is Grizz, you know, he has like a more outgoing personality. Kind of poses say something about who they
It's
are.
really good too.
So let's have Grizz be super loud. So we're going to start the same way with the head. Draw with a big mouth. You can already see Grizz coming to life here. Okay, so because Grizz, he's arms ready to embrace the world. Let's put his arms out. Is it not going well back there? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the body that we did with Ice Bear. So I'm just gonna go kind of fast, but you guys can just kind of use the same ideas. Looks like he has like a comb over, like little hair. How'd you guys do? What's okay?
Legs are too thin.
So, one of the tricks with Panda that I think the thing that's really inaccurate about our design, I think pandas, their stripes don't go past their tail or something like that. I think that's wrong, but whatever. One thing that we were having a lot of problems with when it came to the animation for Panda is, you know, sometimes he has like big eyes like this, and then like patches around it. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. There's like, you know, if he ever gets shocked or something, his eyes can pop open to this, as all the kids.
Yeah.
But the issue is that when the animation studio would draw it, when it went into color, sometimes the people who colored it couldn't tell if this circle was the patch or a big eye. So what we would get is like, you know, these are white eyes, and they would just blink the pupils because if they would think it's just like that. So it would look, yeah, we'd always have to fix that. So.
Panda stroke.
Okay, do you guys want to go for advanced lesson right now?
Sure.
Okay, one more. I usually start from the bottom up. I don't know why. That feels a little counterintuitive. So kind of the same face as we normally do. All right, now we're gonna bring his face down a little bit because they're gonna be on their fours. So that's gonna be the challenge. Ice Bear's legs, kind of eyeball where the rest of the body is. Okay, so we've got a foundation now. So let's go to Panda now. Okay, so again, this is kind of like a challenge in spacing, and I don't always get it right. I'm just gonna eyeball it, but I'm assuming like Panda might, you know, kind of just imagine like doubling it and then starting there. So this already looks terrible, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've already messed up, so feel free. Okay, all right, we're gonna do Grizz now. Grizz, be loud. Well, I did my best. How'd you guys do?
Still trying to get to Grizz.
I'm sorry. I'm a little anxious myself, so I went fast. I'm sorry.
I think I gave Grizz 3 arms. 5.
You gave him 5 arms?
Maybe. Try to ignore this.
One down and the
One up.
Yeah, that can happen. Oh yeah, we gotta do the shading.
I think they've progressively gotten bigger and bigger, and now Iceberg's tiny.
Does anyone have any questions about anything, about the show, or anything you guys wanted to know? Why they stacked the stuff? Oh, really, it's a random, there's no reason actually. Like when kind of like what Matt was asking me, when I first drew it, I just drew them as a stack because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay.
So the idea kind of came to me whole. Not as a show, obviously. It started off as a webcomic, and if you look it up on Google, you can find the original comic, which is not a whole lot like the show at all. But yeah. Anything else?
For the movie, is it storyboard based or script based?
Good question. So one big part of our process is that we don't write scripts; we write outlines, and then the story artists are the ones that write it, which is very unique in the process because there can be a lot of problems with that. But for the movie, we actually kept it board driven. So we do have writers, but they are there to kind of write the outlines, but also to punch up dialogue if, you know, before the actors record it, stuff like that. So yeah, we work in that capacity still. Thank you.
How much of the kind of background or like environment is actually based on the fact that you live in the Bay Area?
We actually don't really say it's in San Francisco or Berkeley, and honestly, I don't even know where the Bear Cave is. I know it's probably East Bay, but whether it's like in Berkeley or Muir Woods, I don't. It's probably some fictitious version of that. So we just kind of pick and choose the parts of the Bay Area that we want to use, and actually the movie highlights a lot more of the Bay Area than ever we did ever before. But we still don't like say, oh, we're in San Francisco or this is Berkeley. We just kind of just has the vibe of the Bay Area. Yeah, I used to live right next to Cal. Like I lived like right across from. I would if I just walked out the door, there's students everywhere. So to me, like I constantly saw the Cal iconography everywhere. So I'm sure that had a reason or a influence. Sure. Yeah.
Which celebrity was your favorite guest star for the show?
I think T-Pain.
Yeah.
The funny story about T-Pain is. He posted on Instagram a tattoo that he got a panda on his hand, which was just completely random. And one of the reasons he says because his wife is mixed, and so she's like half black, half white. So she calls his pan or something like that. So I just hit him up on Twitter, and I just said, "Hey man, do you want to be on an episode of Bears?" And he said, and then he wrote back and said, "Heck yeah, man, I'm watching it right now." And then it went back and forth, and he was just so down to do it. It's just, I think the scheduling was really difficult. So, here's a funny tidbit about T-Pain, which was just so funny and hilarious, is that, so when he agreed to do it and we were writing the episode, we had a designer, Lauren Sasson, just start designing him. So I would send it to him, what he would look like way before the episode even started, and he would be like, "Oh man, this is amazing." We were basing the photos on stuff on the internet. And he was like, "Oh, but I changed my hair. Can you redo the hair?" And he would text me all these photos of him, like updated photos of him with like a wash and his new hair. And then we're like, "Oh, sure, no problem." And then we change his hair. And then we show it to him, he'd be really happy. And then a couple months later, he would write back, "Hey man, I changed my hair again." So I had to after I think 3 rounds of it, I think I had to tell him, just try to guess. Because the way animation works, it takes so long to make an episode, almost a year. Who knows what his hair is going to be like in a year. So I had to kind of just give him a heads up, at some point we're going to have to just commit to what you think your hair will be. But I think we nailed it. I think the hair he has in the show is pretty close to what he still has right now. So. Yeah. But he was so funny, and he improv'd a lot, and he just brought an energy that we didn't expect. So we were very lucky to have him.
So Daniel, we've got a couple more kids that just kind of came here.
Oh yeah? You want to do another tutorial?
Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but is it Nom-Nom?
Yeah!
Is that difficult?
No.
No. He looks like circles.
They're all circles, man.
That's pretty good. I feel bad for Ice Bear though.
I don't know if you guys heard, but we're working on a spin-off for the baby bears right now.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what's happening right now.
Are you gonna still work on the other show too?
Right now, most of the focus is going to the baby bear show to make sure that gets off the
I know
ground.
you left off on the one with Tapes and Charlie, so every month or so I would check again, being like, am I still behind or?
You're behind. We've done quite a few after that. I mean, the last one we did was the one with the K-pop band Monsta X. That was the newest one we did. So yeah, I think the Tapes and Charlie one, that was a little bit before that one. I think. So yeah, you might have 1 or 2 left. Those are arms, by the way. Sorry, I'm just drawing. I'm not even telling you what to do. Just so that's his body. Little nubby feet. There's Nom-Nom. Nom-Nom is based on this internet animal that my girlfriend really hates. I think the idea behind Nom-Nom is how you could work really hard on something, put it up on the internet and hope that people like it, but the response might be tepid. But if someone just took a picture of a really cute animal and put it online, it could just become this huge thing, just like that, and no work is required from anyone. So it's I think the bears kind of have that chip on their shoulder when it comes to him. Aww. He doesn't have to work very hard for his fame. Welcome home.
Yeah. Awesome.
I think I should draw something on each one. I feel like you could have done this.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna make it worth your while. So your friend's coming back from something?
No, this is actually for my house.
Oh, for your house. Oh, Ariel's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna draw something on each one.
Yay.
There you go.
The last thing, can I have this to just sign?
Nice. I got it. Look at these baby bears. Alright.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. Awesome.
He has the biggest crush on Tapes.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Hey man, that's awesome. Do you know Cameron Esposito, the actor, the person who plays her?
Oh no.
Oh, she's so funny. I love her. Yeah, you should check out. She's a stand-up comedian.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
And she's incredible. Yeah.
I gotta check her out.
Yeah, you'll love her. If you like Tapes, you'll love her.